That tower's still sending people to the other side. If we act quick enough, we can launch a rescue op before... You want to tell me what's going on here?
Oh, okay.
I asked the lab to devise a test to root out any more infiltrators. We're testing everyone going in or out of the base. Take them to quarantine.
Okay.
Too bad about the Silva. Falk?
Heinrich has isolated one of Mosaic's imperative commands. To humans, it's simple noise.
Okay.
But to an outsider,
so much more. Proceed, Doctor.
he's reacting.
That's suddenly happening.
Higher!
William.
Carter. William.
Carter!
Agent Carter, I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you.
Where's Julia?
While you were away,
Julia.
there was an accident.
What? Bullshit. What accident?
A fire. At your house in Arlington. Julia and Richard.
Texas?
Unfit for duty. You're drunk, Agent. Go home and sleep it off.
Jules. Buried before I could
You're
say
drunk,
goodbye.
Willian. Go home.
This is your third disciplinary hearing, Agent.
Let me go.
You got me, Will.
Let me help them. Let me go.
I have a son?
Let me go.
Awake now, are we?
Yeah. He convinced I'm human yet?
You're alive, aren't you?
Something like that.
Well, you should be fine. The director left an order to send you to talk to him as soon as you woke up. I wouldn't keep him waiting.
Good luck, Carter. Carter? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Am I dead? Isn't there supposed to be something? Is someone out there? Who's there? Who are you? Carter.
Yeah, moment. Absolutely.
What the fuck
At this
is
point,
that?
most of my
What the
patients
fuck
are
is that?
sleepwalkers anyway, and they're not getting any worse. Unfortunately, they're not getting any better either.
Good job. What the f- Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, wait.
How are the infected, Doctor?
They're stable, but that's not exactly a good thing. Nurses make sure they're fed and cleaned. That's all we can do for now.
That's better than nothing.
It's like a ward full of coma patients, except they keep talking to themselves.
Any chance of finding
Yeah,
a
this
cure?
is not-
We've got a variety of tests running at the moment, but our first attempts were not pretty.
So it's not as simple as scraping the black goo off their faces.
We tried that.
You
We
tried
don't
sawing
wanna see
their
what's
heads off, right?
underneath.
What's happening to the sleepwalkers anyway?
We're still trying to figure that out. Their autonomic system thinks it's in a coma, but something else is influencing their physical actions.
You mean they're getting orders from somewhere?
Only on a very basic level,
Fuck.
like how they move toward the alien tower you saw.
Any idea how they're getting these commands?
We think it has to do with a silicoid substance on their
Mosaic?
faces. It might be functioning like the Mosaic control centers we find in Outsiders.
All the more reason to track down Mosaic and put a stop to it. I suppose there's not much
Yeah.
more you can do for now.
We'll keep on testing. Until then, all we can do is keep them comfortable.
Comfort. Damn it. I can heal. Good. Helicopter. Hey, y'all are gonna die because you're not like good people. You don't got me. Just kind of looking at that. Just getting a nice cool breeze from it. There's somebody crying over there.
Seen him? I caught one of them wandering the halls last night.
Another infected. William, could I have a word with you?
We need to talk about that test of yours.
My most sincere apologies for what happened at your screening, William. But as you can see, we have a more pressing matter at the moment. This man is infected.
That's never happened in the base before. Or is this another unexpected side effect of your test, Doc?
Nine. I'm quite sure this is from an outside source. But I need your help to find out where, and to do it without causing a panic.
This agent's turning into a sleepwalker, and I've seen how that goes. Unless you found a cure, I don't see how you're gonna help.
It's not a cure, but it may be the first step.
Well, what is it?
I have discovered a way to detect sleepwalker infections at an early stage, before the symptoms present. It will let us treat the subjects earlier, or at least get a better understanding of the conversion process.
Another test, Doctor?
Not to fear, William. This time you will be the one performing the test. And quietly, if at all possible.
The last thing we need is an infection scare.
Precisely. Thankfully, the detective will find any infected within a large area. Here, check in operations, engineering, the main lab, the briefing room, and the hangar. That should cover the base.
And if I find any other
Why
infected...
can't you do
Send
it?
them to see Dr. Hera. I will meet you there, and perhaps we can help these men.
During the screening, it felt like my head was going to explode. Any idea what happened?
I had no idea. Perhaps it was some resonance from your earlier exposure to the alien artifact. Tell me, how did it feel?
Like someone was inside my skull using a hammer, trying to break free. It was all I could do to stay conscious.
Yes.
Oh, that's just your brain.
And you said something, too. Your name? Perhaps your rank as well?
Hell if I know. For a few seconds, it was all just a red haze.
Well, I am glad
that's a
you are with
berserker
us
pack.
again, my friend.
During the screening,
I had no...
like,
Yes.
Damn it!
hell if...
Well,
You said that noise during the screening was something from Mosaic. How'd you discover that?
Dr. Veer has been examining the device removed from our captive infiltrator. It would appear that this is how they receive commands from their Mosaic network.
So they're radio operated?
Not quite, but it seems to give them a sort of subconscious connection to a larger command hierarchy.
And you used the command for attack. You couldn't pick something safer, like dance?
Our control is too crude for specific
Yeah.
plans, only general urges. When violence is a very common response, William.
I'll be on my way.
As you say. But if you would like, I have some experiments I could perform on the...
No. I'll check for infected. But I've spent quite enough time as your guinea pig for today, Doc.
Oh no, he's infected. I gotta make sure. Just gotta make sure. Oh no. Where am I going? No, don't want to talk.
All right, boys. Get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kinney. No. This time we're going into the belly of the beast.
All right, it's about time.
Some of those sleepwalkers are congregating at a tower.
Here's to
out in
you,
Mexico.
Nico.
We're gonna find
Rest
out
in
why and
peace.
shut them down.
You sure we won't catch anything being around all those sleepwalkers?
You just worry about us getting into that tower. Alive.
And you too,
Yes, sir.
Kenny.
This is going to be an
Rest in
extended
peace,
stay.
kid.
Investigating the area, finding a point of entry, and infiltrating. We're going to keep a low profile until we can strike.
And to
Less John
Nils,
Wayne and more
rest
James
in
Bond?
That's
peace.
the spirit. And if we're lucky, we might even find a cure for the sleepwalkers.
Is that even possible?
Hell if I know, but we gotta hope,
And
right?
J. Edgar Hoover,
Otherwise, why are we
and
still
Pima, New
fighting?
Mexico, and the USA.
Can you know?
To William Carter. Hey, that's me.
Recent events are hitting Carter pretty hard.
Where?
Expected better from you, Carter. Only took one bottle.
A whole bottle, and you didn't share a drop with us.
I was
know who the
drinking
fuck
with
you
a
are.
friend.
Fucker. Holy shit, they're ghosts!
What are they doing with all those sleepwalkers? You read the report. Seems pretty clear, right?
No infected here, at least.
Capture our obvious.
You think there's anything we can do for them?
I've nearly found him.
Which
Myra.
kind of
He's
life?
so close. Put me on this mission and I'll hand you his head on a platter.
We're sending Carter after Axis. This is what he does.
Then send us out together.
No one's going anywhere until we know where to look. Agent Weaver, I know why you want to go after Axis. I cannot allow personal feelings to interfere with the mission.
Something going on I should know about?
There you are. Agent Weaver has tracked Axis to the Pacific Northwest.
Oregon. His base is in Oregon.
I'll leave it to the two of you to narrow down our search area. Something smaller than an entire state.
We should talk, Carter.
Talking to the big guy. Nope. Fine. Make me walk all this way. Yeah.
Angela. Agent Weaver.
It's okay, Will. How are you feeling?
Like hammered shit. But I'm still here.
Good. We're onto something.
The sooner
Oh,
we
that's
find
good talk.
access, the sooner we finish this.
I couldn't agree more.
You said he was in Oregon. You have anything more than that?
I've tracked access to Southwest Oregon. Somewhere remote.
Everywhere in Southwest Oregon is remote.
There's a lot of forest out there. Enough room for access to hide. But I found something. Radio signals.
And they're not ours?
No, I triple-checked. And Weir confirmed it. The broadcast isn't human. What I could translate mentions access repeatedly.
Bum, bum,
I
bum.
think they have some sort of facility there.
One of the radio operators might have
That
heard
or
something.
just a bunch of aliens talking about World War
Real
II.
close.
Your instincts seem to have done us well.
Or World War I.
Let's hope you're right again.
Don't worry, we'll find him. I'll go see what Chelsky can track down for us. And I'll check in with Weir, too.
Meet me back at Falk's office when you're done.
Okay.
I hope you have something useful to tell me.
Maybe. We've been
Bitch.
reading your reports, particularly your communication with Axis.
Any brilliant new discoveries?
More like some terrible suspicions.
Any idea how the infection spread?
It's less common around rivers and lakes. I suspect there's some sort of freshwater plant or fish that maybe inhibits the infection.
But do you know how it spreads?
Sadly, no. but we're reasonably certain that it isn't transmissible between humans. Otherwise, you agents would have come down with it already.
That's comforting.